Now, for the last thing, I want to introduce someone to you. Mr. Ludacris, if I said the name Sidella, what does that make you think of? Sidella.
Sidella? That don't ring a bell.
That's one of the early pay pigs, isn't it?
Exactly. One of the older pay pigs of Philip.
It's a name I haven't heard for a long time.
And so here we're going to show that there was a show called Hate Live. And Hate Live was when Philip would interact with people on Skype. And a few trolls got in. Some guys from the SOK one time got in there. I think Loophole got in there one time.
Loophole, yeah, that was brilliant.
But here is when Sidella called in. And I'm just playing from the history books. Here we go. This is for the history books.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello, is anyone there?
Hey. Hello?
Hello, who is this? Who am I speaking with?
I am Alex.
Hello, Alex. How are you tonight?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing very well. Thank you for calling in.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Any particular thing you'd like to talk about tonight?
Well, I want to say that you're doing a great job doing your past week.
So obviously, as you can hear, this gentleman has this situation going on. Let's see how Philip handles this situation is the key point.
Doing here, I love your content and I love Happy Rain. I was Happy Rain ever since. I like your content.
Heavy Rain really was his Thriller album, wasn't it?
It
really was.
It really was.
What game?
Yes, this is the guy that threatened to hire someone to kill Tevin. Yes, that is the person.
So you must anticipating for this year.
That's a great question.
But there you go. This was Sidella. Okay, this is I can't handle it anymore. But there we go. This is
you could put like heavy metal under his while the guy was talking because he was giving it some money. It's a proper nod in there.
He's the guy that tried to get Tevin hit on Tevin. Anyways, but yeah, that's one of the callers here. Let's hear out Hazard. I remember that name, Hazard.
That it's been doing or something so that you're honest.
It's sort of Dork who does that instead of that, you know.
Hey, Hazard. Who else we got?
See you later. Have a good night.
Let's hear the other
I agree
questions.
with you there. I actually think you're correct. Giving me these awesome positive messages. This is what keeps me going.
Oh, what's the awesome passive messaging? What's the awesome positive messaging?
Openly admit.
God, can he talk? Okay.
What?
20 minutes past 3 in the morning.
Here we go.
It's quite late there, isn't it?
Connor from Scotland.
Wow.
Uh-oh! Wow. You know who
KingJad.
this is? KingJad! You play guitar, KingJad? Pretty cool. All right, let's hear KingJad's message. Here we go.
Connor from Scotland. It's quite late there, isn't it?
Uh-huh. Go ahead. What's his
Exactly
take?
17 minutes past 3 in the morning.
Holy crap, you are up very late.
Always am.
So what's
Always
going on?
am.
Say that, you know, I've been following you since like 2009, and you've had a hell of a ride.
It's true.
You've been hated on. You've been up and down.
2014, by the way, for reference.
Heavy rain highs, and you've had
Heavy Rain.
lows.
Heavy rain highs! Yes!
Positive standing, and I really got to say I appreciate that. You really helped me to deal with a lot of things in my own social life over the past.
I know he's really quiet. I'm boosting it.
Being the most awesome person I've ever found on the internet and the most genuine guy. That,
Wow.
So, thanks.
Well, that's high praise.
Does he seem like two guys? What the fuck? Most genuine person I've ever seen, but I have only seen two people.
Is this the only channel you think is on YouTube? That's how people thought, though, guys. He said the most honest and genuine guy on YouTube is what that person just said. Insane.
Because that's how he tried to paint himself during that period. I mean, I give it to you straight, I give it to you honest. If a game's crap, I'll call it crap, you know.
If you get someone that young and, like, for some reason they think you're cool, I think you can convince, you know, that kind of pig noses might work, right? You know, if
You can get to their parents' credit cards within a few steps, yeah.
Of a lesser constitution, you know, mentally, you might say, oh, well, he said he's the most real guy on the internet. That's pretty fucking cool. Yeah, that sounds
Has
good.
anyone here watched his Heavy Rain playthrough? Is it like got subliminal messaging in it, maybe? Maybe, you know, he just goes, honest guy.
Flashes
Honest guy,
like
just pops up. Yeah.
Money.
Dead money. Dead money.
Honest.
Yeah.
Hardworking.
Occasional one frame flash of
Yeah.
donate now.
Pretty cool. That's the game.
Tip me
That's-
via PayPal.